Hello? 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 Hi. Hello, person.
Oh no.
What?
What are you eating?
Uh-huh.
This is a...
Well, I'll mute real quick.
Thank you for your consideration.
I'm sorry that I'm not running a high-class stream. God damn it.
It's fine. Need to make sure that everything is working correctly. Oh, how's this going? Alright. I don't have any audio for some reason. I love it when that happens.
Can they hear my sultry, dulcet tones?
Yeah, they can hear you. They can hear you.
I'm more important than game.
I mean, how else? Alright, let's try starting this up again, and maybe it will have audio this time.
Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy.
The Splinter of Cells.
I believe these games came out around the time dude stopped giving a shit. There we go. So...
Where are we sleeping?
Here we go. We're back in the... You can hear people. Hopefully the mic isn't picking up too much of that. That's right. I remember.
I remember. Should I play Night Chase again?
No. It ends in 1020, 191, 1020.
I can't stop thinking about Delta. I think I want to play Kadelka. Am I sick in the head?
Not as sick as I am. No alarms tripped. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I'm gonna have to ask the chat how audio is.
Well, I was going to check the audio by switching on over to your stream on my mobile phone, and then I immediately got an Adobe Photoshop ad.
I'm sorry.
Look at Adobe thinking that I'm a creative mind.
Talking dog while it's president. Security room code 2306.
Is Bryce in here?
No, yeah, he's in there. And then... Audio is fine. That's good.
You know what's one of the disappointing things about what's... we should mention that... because it's topical, right?
Yeah.
A remaster of a, quote, big Sony exclusive,
Yep.
in quotes,
Might be
has
Chrono
been
Cross.
rumored quite some time, and it is now largely believed to be Chrono Cross. And I'm just here to say, you know, the third-person stealth genre is at an all-time you know,
Looks
drought,
like more lasers ahead,
it should
Sam.
be siphon
This whole
filtered.
place is singing with photons.
There's a guard who seems to be walking around here.
Oh shit.
Find a beacon. Get closer.
or any game,
Fisher, watch the alarms. This is a bank robbery after all.
not Chrono Cross. Because I don't know, man. I would like to see Chrono Cross on modern technology for personal reasons.
Yes, because we're sick. Bryce, I'm streaming right now.
Hi, Bryce, whoever that is.
That's my brother. There's a lot happening right now.
So I have heard. So you've said.
There are people here.
You know what's the one bad thing about this time of the year?
Yeah.
Is that we have this time
shit.
off. It's basically a vacation for everyone.
Yeah.
But most of these holidays that we celebrate during the cold seasons are basically more stressful than work.
Yeah, a little bit.
I gotta plan and do things and help out. And it all
Okay,
is
well,
a level of
I think I broke
stress
the
during a time when I
widescreen.
should be relaxing.
Yes, the sound of a laughing child, the most dangerous. It's fine.
Did you say that it's a dangerous game?
The most dangerous game. No. There we go. Oh, it's a wall turret.
Yeah, everybody's favorite kind.
Oh wait, that's not a wall turret. That's a man.
Remember the laptop gun in Perfect Dark? for
I
the
sure
N64?
do.
Remember, like, putting the laptop gun in turret mode at the end of a corridor and then just causing the AI to chase after you and mowing them down?
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, that does sound like good shit.
Shit,
I have to
tell you.
remember how to play this game. It's going very poorly. Somehow it has been 3 days. And I feel like I have forgotten how to Splinter Cell. I mean, the smart thing to do would be to not do this. And just hit the alarm, but...
You're stealthing. I'm surprised.
Only after tripping the alarm and killing 2 dudes. Apparently, this was an early Jesper Kid joint, I believe, for the soundtrack.
Ah, yes. Jesper Kid.
Kids love Jesper Kid.
I like Jesper Kid. His soundtrack for Kane and Lynch is one of the redeeming things about that franchise.
I always get Jesper Kid and
I know
What-
Zur.
yeah, mixed up. Who did the soundtrack for Assassin's Creed Syndicate?
I think that might be Einon Zur, but Jesper Kid did Brotherhood and the Ezio.
That's
franchise.
right.
Oh no, that's Austin Wintory.
Austin Wintory, yes.
That's for
Also a
Assassin's
very
Creed.
good composer.
Yeah. Austin Wintory is the flower guy and Flo.
Oh, okay, look. I gotta access the vault from 3 officers' panels.
Maybe I'll just count this as one.
Oh, the game even tells you the door code if you don't wanna. It's fine. It's fine. You know?
Are there any other
I remember
ways
Oscar
in or out of
Winfrey's
this room that you might want to tell me about?
soundtrack for the Banner Saga.
Yeah.
What do you mean, birds?
The vents above the fan. I think they
Everybody's
lead outside.
Kickstarter game that they pretend to like because they all
Well, that
backed
is
it because it
useful
looked pretty.
information.
Does that mean I get to leave?
I actually have strong feelings on the Banner Saga. Namely, that I think the Banner Saga thinks it's way more interesting.
That game is way too basic.
It thinks it is way more interesting of a tactics game than it actually is.
Spend so
66,
much
30,
time trying
30.
to build up this lore, and it really is just
191, 66,
most
30, 30.
fantasy storytelling 101 bullshit.
That's a relief. Our installer seems to be compatible with their local OS.
That's it? Just plug and play?
That's the idea.
I think that
No
the
fuss.
story
Get
for
all 8 of those
Dragon
files
Age
mailed
Origins
to
is more
Make
creative
the
than the
robbery
Banner
look like an
Saga.
inside job.
Exactly.
Wow.
I got 13.
All right.
2 more to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you can hear all of that.
Good thinking, Fisher. Now, even if you're caught on camera, they won't be able to ID you.
Yeah. Which, yeah, by the way, my 13 blog finally dropped, and in it, that somehow ended with me going off about how I dislike David Duchovny for, like...
Huh?
I'm serious, Sam. Too many alarms and you'll have the whole Panamanian army after you.
I spent a paragraph of my 13 blog talking about how I don't like David Duchovny. 193, 2030.
If I continue this point-and-click adventure game franchise thing, do I have to play a Pendulo game?
I think legally, yes.
I probably have to play a Pendulo game.
More importantly, you have to play a Daedalic game.
I'll play the Runaway games. I don't want to play any.
Oh, the Runaway.
Oh God, I don't want to play a Daedalic game.
No, you don't want to play the Dark Eye Chains of Satanav, one of the greatest quick looks of all time,
That game is surprisingly long.
and its sequel Memoria.
One of the greatest quick looks of all time, yeah.
Because it has a sequel.
Chinese ambassador to the...
All right. Yes, yes, yes.
That's 2 down. Now just authorised from the Treasurer's
I have to
office.
play Deponia,
Yeah.
franchise that everyone gets suckered into buying because it's constantly on sale on Steam for
They
$2.
they give it away on Epic, and it's just like one of those things where it's like, I don't know if this necessarily translates. It's just one of those things that makes me go like, is there an English language barrier thing? Oh.
Is there a reason why people like these games? Because
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
They literally just make the same game over and over again. And they keep making the same
Oh, I thought that
game
was a fire extinguisher.
over and over again. I have a copy of Gemini Rue. I could have played that instead of what I did.
You could always give up and play Jolly Rover. Yeah, playing, you know.
I wonder if I should, at some point.
Fisher, I'm not kidding around.
At some point I need to play Beneath a Steel Sky, but I'm also not looking forward to playing Beneath a Steel Sky just because of how fucking obnoxiously hard that game is.
Yeah, that checks out. Oh, can I? All right, can I? Yes. Okay. See, this is a good video game. You can tell because I can disable lasers by holding the body.
Now, I know you mentioned the Dark Eye. The Dark Eye.
Yes. Das Schwarz
There's
Auge.
a different Dark Eye that I would rather play.
Blackguards?
No.
Realms of Arcania?
Dark Eye, the interactive storybook. That's actually a recreation of the Tales of Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Not the German role-playing game system.
No, problem with the Dark Eye, or the version of Dark Eye I want to play, are you okay with me linking to my abandonware.com?
Absolutely, just keep...
In your chat.
Alright, yeah, what's... I've given up on stealth. As you can see, I have set off 3 alarms. And I need to... That man...
Broken saying in chat, Gemini Rue is such a good game, why didn't you play that?
I've decided I've given up. On stealth. I am now Sam Hunter. No longer a fisher, but a hunter.
There's the link to Dark Eye, again, to a website that may or may not have ROM rips.
Uh-huh.
Don't call the cops.
Right, that's authorization done.
But
The outer
anyways,
cage to the
yeah.
vault should be opening as we speak.
Great.
Just inside the cage, there's a small vault full of safety boxes.
It's
They
a
dropped off some kit for you in one of them.
All right, I'll let
basic
you know when I'm there.
adventure game, visual
no,
novel,
Casey. That's
almost
exactly
visual
what I didn't
museum
want to see.
and recreation of the
Casey,
Tales of
is
Edgar
that some kind
Allan
of
Poe.
dried meat?
He's probably the best computational theorist in the world. He worked
There's
with
another
Morgan
game
Holt on
that's
Project
from my
Watson.
childhood and I'm
Where it is,
personally
he's gone off
nostalgic
his
about
back.
that I want to
Sounds
play.
like bad
Yeah.
material to me.
And it's one of the Sherlock Holmes games.
Yeah.
I think it's called Sherlock Holmes and the Awakened. And
Yes,
it's
the one
basically
where
Sherlock Holmes
Cthulhu mythos.
finds out that he needs to stop the Cthulhu. Yeah, it's Sherlock Holmes encounters Cthulhu.
I believe that is a Frogwares joint. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's on Steam. It's $10, and I don't want to pay $10 for that.
Oh, it will be on sale soon enough. Anyway, I died and lost all my progress, which is fine because we're gonna play it legit this time.
Pero piensa en esto.
¿Qué ha sonado? Justo cuando pensaba que nada podría ir peor.
Looks like more lasers ahead, Sam. This whole place is singing with photons.
There's a guard who seems to be walking around.
Maybe he has some kind of beacon. Get closer and stay in his electronic shadow.
Fisher, watch the alarms.
What?
It's a bank robbery.
How dare they give me an alarm?
There's an element. I know you are a stan of the Thief reboot.
I am an
But I
apologist.
kind of miss this era of stealth game.
Yes. I mean, I feel like the thing about Splinter Cell specifically is that I feel like Chaos Theory is kind of the gold standard for what these games were.
There's a guard who seems to be walking around here, no problem.
Yes. I would also say that Pandora Tomorrow is very good, and also, well, Pandora Tomorrow is the gold standard of asymmetrical co-op, and also Pandora Tomorrow is the one that made the Mercenaries versus Spies multiplayer mode the shit.
That's a neat trick you do
So
with
it's the
lasers.
gold standard for two different reasons.
Yeah.
The grids.
I think people
They
forget
detect some kind of
this
signal
franchise
emitted by
also
a transmitter
pioneered the
stitched into
co-op
my
mode
uniform.
Yes.
Give me the
for the
transmitter.
longest time.
I
This-
don't know where it is.
Or like unique
I
co-op
swear.
missions, definitely.
Just stitched into my uniform somewhere.
That's bad
Something
news
we have
for
not
you,
seen since
'cause I still need to
fuck
get past the
Portal
lasers.
2.
And since I don't want to undress you, that means I have to take your body.
My body? You mean my unconscious body?
Co-op was
I hope-
good.
Either way works for me.
Six, 19367 20.
That's a relief. Our installer seems to be compatible with their local OS.
That's it? Just plug and play?
That's the idea. No fuss. Get all 8 of those forged mails uploaded.
Make the robbery look like an
Oh.
inside job.
Exactly.
I have to do it on every single computer. Okay. I bet that's the
Oh, that
optional.
sounds fun.
I bet that's the optional side objective, like the scan, all the crates, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I did play the
So
I did play.
you said that there was an adventure game suggestion you had for me. Sorry.
I really hope the microphone is not picking up the crying child. Look at me. Now we're Splinter Celling.
Anyways. Hey.
Oh, is the microphone picking that up?
A little bit.
Listen, it's someone's bedtime, okay? Okay?
So anyways, didn't you say you had a weirdly, like, you had a couple of adventure game suggestions for me?
Well, yeah, that Time Gate was one of them.
Do you want me to? I will play more of that game. If you
No,
want me.
no, I'm gonna say right now you should not play that anymore.
Do I have to play Still Life?
I was gonna say you should play. You should consider playing. I forgot what it's called. Shivers.
Let me look it up.
I think that's a horror.
Shivers. I'm getting the Ed Sheeran song.
Okay. It is not the Ed Sheeran song.
Oh, this fucking game.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, like, here, the secret is that I don't like any adventure games, and thus cannot give you a sincere recommendation for any of them.
You like Monkey Island.
I respect Monkey Island.
I play Shivers. I might as well play Lighthouse. I remember Lighthouse. Because Lighthouse was an Activision Sierra joint. I did not play Shivers because I believe it was rated M for mature.
Oh, okay.
Or it was either M or teen, and my parents were
Also,
really strict about that.
I just think you need to play. You need to play a King's Quest game. You need to play adventure games people have heard of.
Am I gonna play Air today, Gone tomorrow?
The ones I would do 5 or 6.
Is the game people talk about as
Yep.
bullshit game design.
1 night.
With high production
I feel
values.
like, yeah, 5 is the one. 6, 8, 40.
I remember people having really divisive opinions about 6.
I know 6 is the one where it's like, I am Alexander.
5 might be the last truly classic one.
Oh God, no.
And then 7 is the one where they outsourced the animation to the same studio responsible for Warcraft Adventures. You should play Warcraft Adventures, actually.
Vents above the fan.
I like
think
the
they
look
lead
of
outside.
King's Quest
I can
7.
hear birds nesting in
And the
I
CDI Zelda
hate
games.
how it
Does
plays.
that mean I get to leave?
I hate how it plays.
Yeah, the CDI Zelda games. But yeah, Warcraft Adventures, yo. Because that entire game got leaked. So, you can, in fact, play the entire 1946720.
I like how the
Next.
I think I remember hearing an interview with Bill Roper, who is the co-founder of like Blizzard.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it leaked. We're not gonna do anything about it. Fuck
No.
it. It's like, good job, guys. You found a game that we canceled and killed for a reason.
Yep. 4020.
Oh, I heard the words 4D20 and I thought we were
Fisher.
playing Dungeon
Now,
Crawl
even if
Classic
you're caught on
again.
camera,
No.
they won't be able to
Yeah. No. No, just
Why do I have Doomdark's Revenge installed onto GOG?
because it was free.
I can uninstall Draken. I can uninstall Draken.
You can, because M has picked up the torch for you, apparently.
M beat the game yet?
No.
I think M gave up. It even
No,
slayed-
I think she's too powerful for us.
I should play Flight of the Amazon Queen. 'Cause
No.
It's free on GOG.
No, you scrapped that feature, remember?
No, but it's still an adventure game.
Ow.
When are you going to play Lords of Midnight?
That is an RPG. Technically. The thing about Lords of Midnight is that game seems like too important.
Playable?
Yeah,
it's
and that
unplayable.
remaster seems important. Yeah, that. All right,
Still have
67,
that.
191, 67.
I I still have that fucking bad visual novel Fire Emblem game in my GOG library.
No, you don't need to play that. Dragon Sphere is all. What, you don't want ZP to play Teen Agent?
The Teen Agent has its moments.
Yeah.
I probably would have a funner time with Teen Agent than Runaway.
Lure of the Enchantress.
So I guess the big question that some of us were talking about in your chat last time, are you going to go back to the Wheel of Dubious RPGs, or are you going to continue with...
I have a Season 3 vague
Wheel of...
for RPGs.
So, like, give me an idea of, like, a game that would be on Season 3.
2 Human.
Oh, okay. That's technically free, because they can't charge money for it anymore.
Yes. The Dungeons and Dragons Nokia. Finally.
I thought you were going to say a different game that I've been trying to convince you
19368 ends in 10.
Chinese.
You have Unlimited Saga on your thing?
No. But I do have the remaining DOS era D&D games that I did not play on that list. I'm gonna quick save.
Trying to think of other games that would be on that list. Do you have Lunar Dragon Song on that list?
No. Oh, once we get into portable games, that's its own thing. That's its own thing.
You have Infinite Undiscovery on that list?
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I might take a break from just streaming RPGs, because at some point I want to actually stream through games I want to play. But there's also...
What the fuck is that about? That's some weak-ass shit.
I know.
Fuck you.
Playing fucking good games like
You
Splinter
fucking
Cell
coward.
Chaos
You
Theory.
fucking... What the fuck, dude? You need to die with the rest of us that stream video games. Did you do Beyond the Beyond?
I would... that's not a bad one. Evergrace, I think.
Ooh.
Get some FromSoft in there. I mean, some more FromSoft. I think the thing I learned specifically from, like, Blue Dragon and Last Remnant is that a lot of JRPGs don't necessarily adhere to that, 90 minutes to 3 hours thing as well as some CRPGs do.
I know a good game to pick for season.
I actually have. Hold on. I'll pull up my cursor, my tentative list.
Can I?
Yes.
I need you to do this. Can you do Crusaders of Might and Magic?
I mean, that's not even an RPG, but yeah.
It's technically an RPG. The numbers go up.
I guess. Hold it. I have a Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Ooh.
Descent to Undermountain, Spelljammer, Pirates of Realm Space, Birthright, The Gorgon's Alliance, Summoner, Hexplorer, Al-Qadim, The Genie's Curse, Betrayal at Krondor, Elex, and that's as far as I got. Probably need to balance that out with a couple more JRPGs and like
I would
console
say
stuff.
Infinite Undiscovery, definitely.
Yeah. Because that's back
Beyond the
compat.
Beyond. Orphan Scion of Sorcery. Have you ever heard of this game?
Yes, the PS2 era launch game based on
Yeah.
the beloved manga series Orphan.
Yeah. You should play that. I mean, if you get down the, I mean, there's some quintet games that you should maybe think about playing.
Yeah.
Actraiser 2.
I have in question marks on this list, Grimoire Heralds of the Winged Exemplar. But I think the problem with that game specifically is that it might actually be what it promises to be. It's just the person who made it is an absolute psychopath.
Kind of like Dwarf Fortress.
I mean, the guys who make Dwarf Fortress, aren't they like nice guys?
They're nice, but they're just crazy people.
Yeah, they're crazy. No, I mean, like, to be clear, the guy who developed Grimoire over the course of like 23 years.
I see where you're going with that.
Is he frequents.
Fisher, watch the alarms. This is a
I'm
bad
trying to
problem.
think of other games you can do. I know that you said that you don't necessarily want bad console ports of PC games.
I think I would be willing to make an exception.
What about Darkstone?
Yeah. I think I own
I know
at least.
You don't like the Diablo likes, but Darkstone is something more heinous.
I think I own Darkstone on GOG. I also own could always try to get Soulbringer to work in that case.
And we need to advocate for Kudelka.
Yeah, I mean Kudelka actually seems cool.
We should play Kudelka.
But
also, I stood around for that stream. It turns out you should not, as we discovered on that stream for Extra Life, immediately continue and progress the story, because if you do what the person that we were with, I forgot his name, what we later discovered is that the third character starts at level 1 no matter what.
Uh-huh.
So you really just want to not explore the environment and just immediately start the story.
Yeah.
Because it provides the entire open world, and it's like,
it just gives you the entire like mansion or whatever.
It gives you the entire mansion, and you're really supposed to turn left. And what he did is he turned right and explored all of these environments and popped off a bunch of random encounters.
But it turns out you get the third character
after you finish like the first couple of missions, and so he had like level 4 characters with this priest dude who's level 1. So don't do that. And then also there's just a bunch of dead ends and you don't know how to progress the story.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think Infinite Undiscovery is pretty good.
What if you played Grandia Extreme?
Grandia Extreme. That's not what real thermal vision looks like. What?
You could do Grandia Extreme.
I could do Grandia Extreme. Oh, damn it.
Oh, did you play Konang?
I did play Konang.
You played Konang 2.
It's true.
You do Konang 2. You do Mistmare. You could do that Faust game that's also connected to like Ring. Actually, no, I have to play Ring, The Legend of the Nibelung.
Yeah, adventure games is your thing.
Really having a hard time whether or not text adventures are considered in my wheelhouse for this series.
Oh, you should do Return to Zork.
Yeah, I should.
And
do a
Zork Grand
game.
Inquisitor.
Can you tell me if you're gonna play the hentai RPGs?
Probably
or
not.
Your Lady Rady? What's the bad Wild Arms game that everyone hates? Is that Wild Arms
That's half
2?
of the forged mail, Sam. 4 more to go.
Thanks.
I
I've
forgot.
always found it hard to count
You know, there's
free.
one
No
Wild
need to
Arms
be
game that
smarmy,
everyone hates
Sam.
in the franchise, and there's usually a lot of love for the rest of them.
Thousand Arms is a different IP from Wild Arms. I mean, I now own a copy of what's it called? Edge of Eternity /
I mean, if I wanted to be a dick to you, I'd say, you know, if you wanted to play a bad RPG, you should play Path of Radiance.
See, but I understand that's a provocation.
That game is butt ass.
I mean, it looks like booty.
And it's got a booty story, and the mechanics are awful.
I didn't know that you were a Path of Radiance hater.
I just don't... Path of Radiance was just like...
It's better than Radiant Dawn.
Sure, but it's like, which pile of shit is better because one's bigger than the other?
But you,
I mean,
you
the
like
Path
the
of-
Fire Emblems
Path
that
of
are...
Radiance and Radiant Dawn killed the fucking franchise. Like, that's the thing.
No,
That's
Shadow
the problem.
Dragon killed the
And, like,
franchise.
all of the compromises they had to make 3D graphics work, and like all of the like map exploration shit.
I mean, yes, those games look like booty, but they're good.
They aren't.
You're the guy
God,
who...
and like all of the battle preparation because it's now in a hub world and a base screen.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, it sucks.
The
It's
SNES
so
games killed the
tedious.
franchise, actually.
I do like the fact that Path of Radiance brings back the skill system in Genealogy of the Holy War.
Yeah.
I do like that part. Then, like, it's so fiddly. I hate, you know, the skills give the units an advantage in battle, but you have to find things out. And I hate it's okay. So the fundamental problem I have with that game is that it started to open up the floodgates to where any unit can learn any skill. rather than the character classes actually meant something.
No, the character classes still absolutely mean something.
Unless it's like Ike's Aether. Any character can basically, it's like the characters started to become couple.
That I don't think that's true at all for Path of Radiant. Radiant Dawn a little more so. Because Radiant Dawn, you can freely move skills off characters and move them back on, but in Path of Radiance, you can't.
I don't know, man. That game is so bleh.
Great.
Just inside the cage, there's a small vault full of safety boxes. Your mate dropped off some kit for you in one of them.
All right, I'll let you know when I'm there.
I do like how that's the game that technically, other than Smash, you know, made Ike a character.
Yep.
In sport,
Now bring Genealogy and the Holy Wars to the fucking States, please.
They're gonna
Thank you.
remake it. You know they are. What has Intelligent Systems been up to besides Paper Mario and the Origami King?
It's that. It's in Tokamaki Memorial to the United States, you fucking cowards.
Absolutely.
Fucking cowards. I don't mean any of that Love Plus bullshit.
Someone please make a translation patch for Tokimeki Memorial and Tokimeki Memorial 2.
You cowards.
All right, I don't know who you are, but this is private property.
What are you talking about? I've been working here for 2 years.
I'm not talking about Idolmaster. I want Tokimeki Memorial with the old OGs were playing back in the day.
Igarashi worked on that game. That's where he met his wife. Because she was working on Castlevania and he was working on Tokimeki, and he's like, hey, can I work on a Castlevania game next time? And that's how Symphony of the Night happened.
Have you enjoyed Tecmo Star bullshit.
Oh, you mean Techno Secret of Stars? No, that game is baffling.
I think I've actually genuinely hated my time with it.
I've been playing it at double speed, which I highly recommend because it goes very slow. But yeah, the idea that came out in the States in '95.
Looks like it's a launch era title.
And it looks like a TurboGrafx game, honestly.
It's one of the worst looking games I think we've ever played.
I
mean, it will likely rank above Draken, but Draken is visually like ambitious.
Yeah.
That game might be like the most creatively bankrupt thing we have played. That's a category. That's a category we should consider doing. Most creatively bankrupt. But I don't know, man. I'm glad we played it. Also, anyone in chat, if you join Deep Listen's Discord,
Watch the alarm.
$1 to the Patreon, you get to suggest a game that we will play for at least one podcast. We will not promise to finish it. $1, you get to suggest a game that we play.
And we will probably give it due diligence.
I mean, we played 2 to 3 hours of that fucking game.
Yeah.
And it's not. We don't need to play more of it.
Lock.
I mean, the normal criticisms don't necessarily apply. I don't feel like it had a super oppressive random encounter rate. It's not the worst. It's not the best. It's a fucking baby's first JRPG.
Oh, when's the last time y'all played Advent Rising? Oh boy. I watched Mandalore's video on that. And boy, that seems like a piece of work.
Technically an RPG?
Kind of. Not really.
I remember the flick targeting system.
Yep, the flick targeting system. Orson Scott Card was name dropped right before everyone.
I remember the $1 million raffle.
Yep, that they
didn't deliver on because the game didn't sell enough copies. I remember Advent Rising was released alongside Psychonauts.
Yeah.
And that's what those two games underperforming almost bankrupted.
Those killed Majesco, yeah.
Well, no. Majesco didn't die because later
they were making DSiWare games.
No, they didn't just make DSiWare. They made
Blood
Cooking
Rain.
Mama, and Cooking Mama fucking saved that company apparently.
That's right.
But also, yeah, Blood Rain. Remember when the Blood Rain games were well liked?
No.
People liked Blood Rain because of boobs.
Yeah.
There was that one 2.5D.
Yes,
game.
Blood Rain Betrayal.
That was good. Was that by? That was by Arc System. Holy shit!
I thought that was no, not ArcSys, but Way Forward.
That was Way Forward.
Listen,
yes, when you need to make a good 2.5D game for any intellectual property, all Way Forward. I wonder, is Mummy Demastered still available?
Yes, you can still buy Mummy Demastered.
That game is one of the most surprisingly good games ever made.
It's the best thing to come out of the Dark Universe, that's for sure.
Might be the only good thing to come out of the Dark Universe. And I'm just gonna say
no, that trailer. That Mummy trailer without the audio.
Right, where they forgot to put in the audio.
Is the funniest thing. It is legitimately the funniest shit. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, but speaking of people who are willing to make a video game,
If you pay them.
if you pay them, Way Forward. Way Forward is here to make your Bakugan game so they can fund more Shantae. Okay, there's probably some mechanic for... Am I... Is there a lockpicking mechanic that I'm missing?
There is a lockpicking mechanic.
I'm pressing all the buttons.
Have you started to think about what you want to do for the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run? Because I have started to think.
I mean, we've been threatening to do Dead Space 3.
We have. We have. Oh. You know what's another reason why Path of Radiance sucks shit? It introduced the Lagoos, the Changelings.
Lagoos are fine. They're not great.
They're fucking awful. Fucking demi-bands and fucking Lagoos bands. You a furry? Because you want to turn your person into cats and tigers and lions.
I'm saying it's fun to try to use the Lagoos because they're the worst units in the game, generally. Okay. Is there a...
Someone's got some things to say about race on.
Hey, guess what? Did you know racism's bad?
We animal people are treated badly. Is that why racin is called racin? It's a play on racism?
No. I doubt
The
it.
Serenas massacre. Remember the Serenas
They
massacre?
killed all the herons.
At Oliver's Mansion. Remember that?
Yes. I remember all of these things. It's pretty good. Okay. Apparently, I have no idea what I'm doing.
New Mystery of the Emblem never came to the United States.
It did not.
Right?
The second DS game did not.
Come on.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
'Cause... Oh, I see.
Run anyways, please.
I figured it out.
Hurry.
Let me see if I can... Yes. Yes, it's literally an executable file. Ah, yes! Oh, man.
Alright, now place the charges over the main pins. Once they're all in place,
If this actually
sure you can
works,
figure it
I
out.
swear to God, I'm going to be super excited. I'm going to stream a game tomorrow.
And open sesame.
Lambert, we're in.
Great work. Sam, get in there and find those hard
Is this
drives.
working? It is.
What are you playing?
Oh, man. So, you remember Drowned God?
Oh, no.
I have fragments of a message here from someone
man.
named Borak. Echelon doesn't have a file on him. Wait. That's weird.
I'm sick in
What?
the head,
The deleted
Brayden.
messages.
I know.
They're 512 encrypted. I haven't seen
I'm
512 since Philip Mass.
I killed Mass outside several more.
I remember.
Brayden, is there
And it's
something wrong with
confirmed.
me?
So this is someone
Yes.
with access to some seriously classified information.
Who?
I'm not sure. I'll get back to you.
Good
All
job,
right,
Fisher.
tomorrow we
Whole
will be
mission looked
playing.
like a
I will
robbery.
be playing.
Never know why we were here.
Lambert, now that I'm holding 50
Dark
million
Eye.
bucks, I think we
Yeah.
need to talk about that
Oh,
raise
good.
Not the Dark Eye you
25
think.
cents an hour and not a penny more.
I'll be playing Dark Eye, the
Damn, what happened?
Lasers inside
art
the vault
house
door. The whole
exhibition
bank is
of
alert. Army
works of
incoming.
Edgar Allan Poe.
I'm out of there.
Cut the chatter, people. Nothing we can
Oh
do about it
man,
now.
I'm excited.
Fisher, grab that data and get out of there.
You know what's
You got
really
it.
hard to get
All right,
working
Fisher, that's all
is
we need.
Windows
Time to make yourself
3.1x
scarce.
because
Go to the nearest extraction point.
those
On my
games
way.
are not technically DOSBox games, nor are they, you know, just run compatibility mode on those old Windows things. So you actually need to download a mod to DOSBox that can run 3.1.
Yep.
So I finally got DOSBox to run 3.1.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, tomorrow I will be streaming some Dark Eye. I'm excited. That game is fucking wild. It's not even, that is also
I
one
thought of
game
another
that
one
I
you should
recommend.
play.
What?
There is an adventure game from 1997 called Fable,
Ah, I have heard of Fable. I've never played Fable.
which is a quote-unquote comedic adventure that the entire thing feels like a shitpost.
Right. This is from Symbiosis Interactive. If I recall correctly, this game had a North American ending and an international release ending.
Sure, that checks out.
Yes, there's two endings.
Wait, this
I
isn't the
remember
exit?
Yeah, so Fable, I do remember this. The international ending basically ends with the character. It's the classic example of the international release is one ending, and the U.S. is some sort of bullshit Disney-fied happy-go-lucky ending.
Uh-huh.
So I wonder when I download this ROM rip, am I getting the ending that God intended, or am I gonna get this ham-fisted, kiss on the cheek, happy ending bullshit? I really wonder. Oh man, I'm excited. I got the Dark Eye to work. I still have executables for Loom and the Dig. I don't know why. 'Cause I ain't playing the Loom again. I'll tell you.
Is it because Loom is literally 2 hours long?
I was bummed out by that game. I was legitimately bummed out by that game.
It feels like it was half a game.
At
Anyway.
least the Dig. I get the Dig. The Dig is not complete because they literally spent all of their money on visuals, but at least it ends.
I got a 31%.
Loom literally felt like I played half a game. And it literally ends with the dude
So
leaving
Zerkasi and
behind all of
Morgenhold
his
are the only two
friends
people who ever saw those
to
algorithms.
die and become
Morgenhold is
slaves of
dead.
chaos. We
Zerkasi is
murdered a
connected to
guy.
mystery guest
Yeah.
we know nothing about.
We let a guy get eaten
Morgenhold
alive
and
by a
Zerkasi are
dragon.
geeks, not terrorists.
And then our
Maybe
mentor
this Dvorak is some kind
got
of
blown
puppeteer.
up, and then we didn't resurrect her,
New York in the 8th.
and we just fucked off as good people. We've said enough about Loom. I should have played fucking Fate at Atlantis instead of playing Knight.
Yep. A giant Ubisoft blimp.
There's your problem.
This is no coincidence. You're on your way to the Big Apple.
Fire Emblem 3 has never officially been released in the US, yeah.
I've been trying to
Army
penetrate.
Demastered is a good game, sure.
Oh, got a sniper attachment.
You want to talk about weird facts about Fire Emblem? I know we've mentioned this before, but America's introduction to Fire Emblem was a really badly dubbed anime.
I feel safer
Yep.
already.
Watch your fire, Sam. Those boys aren't expecting to see you and they'll attack on sight. Do not, I repeat, do not kill any of them.
I'll be careful.
Good.
What's weird? I didn't do anything. I threw a brick, you nerd.
Light down here? Think so. These barricade lights are battery
Sorry,
operated, so
my
they should be
stream
okay.
has
I have flares too if I
shifted
need
to
'em.
a pay-per-view fight
Then we'll concentrate on getting
for
power to the CP
MMA.
before we break out to the perimeter.
Now I'm watching the same goddamn Eminem Christmas advertisement that's been playing since 1999.
Yeah.
Why does this Santa Claus Eminem's commercial play the same goddamn one we've been watching since we were kids? Why?
It's a classic. Can I throw this at his head?
What is that?
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
So what are some, I've kind of laid out some lines that I'm not willing to cross for my adventure game series. What are some lines that you're not willing to cross for Season 3?
I mean, I don't think I'm going to do every bad D&D game, but
What?
there are a
There's
few
fourth
lines I would not
edition
cross
game.
when it comes
There's
to
a
weird
fourth
adventure.
edition game you might want to play.
Which game?
There's a 4th edition game you might want to play.
Oh no, not that game.
Sorry.
No, I don't want to play Daggerdale.
You want to play Daggerdale because
No.
it uses 4th edition's rule set.
No, what else uses 4th edition's rule set? Nothing, because it's a
Nothing.
failed rule set.
Remember when they wanted to make 4th edition into a video game?
You have enough light down here?
Yeah, you remember
Think so. These
Daggerdale.
barricade lights are battery operated, so they should be okay. I have flares too if I need them. All right. Then we'll concentrate on getting power to the CP before we break out to the perimeter.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Do I technically have to play Elder Scrolls Redguard?
Yes. That would be your realm of,
God damn it, you're right. I do have to play the Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. That game's not that bad. It's not the worst Elder Scroll game ever made. That might be Battlespire.
Ah! Yeah, the Neverwinter MMO is also based on 4th edition, I guess, technically. But I'm not playing Neverwinter.
People that game still has a fan base.
I'm not gonna play either of them. Oh shit. I played Battlespire, yes. Battlespire is strange. And I think I might pick it if we ever do a Kusoge thing. Alright. I'm gonna throw this brick over here this time. What? How did you see me? I threw the brick over there.
Nothing.
Smoke. Let it dissipate. This guy's sly as a fox. Ah! There he is! Got it! Nail that bastard!
Oh. I bet there's an easier way of doing this.
Blade of Creation saying, man, this Division prequel kind of sucks.
I am also just playing poorly.
Get good, as we would say. Is there a... Oh, yeah. Redguard, Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard is just on GOG.
Yeah, it is. It's a game that is kind of infamous for,
What the?
What? How was I in the light?
Oh, when you buy Redguard, they give you a free copy of Elder Scrolls Arena and Daggerfall.
Yeah. Any Elder Scrolls game, you just get Arena and Daggerfall.
I seem to recall Redguard being super janky and kind of busted.
Yeah, so the thing with Redguard is, the most interesting thing about it, honestly, is, well, I hear it's an okay adventure game. Is that I hear, basically it was made to run for a very specific line of graphics cards. Like during the early era of 3D accelerators. So it's one of those things where... What?
You sure seem to be having a fun time with this.
See, I was having a great time with the bank robbery mission. And now I feel like...
Shit. What was that?
Sweet Jesus, Bishop. What did you do?
It was an accident.
And I'm not supposed to kill them. Because they're... Why are you going over there? Oh, it's because you saw me throw it? It's fine, this works out. Damn it.
Ugh.
Like, is this game really asking?
I think they're just bad.
I think I'm
You
just
gotta come
bad.
back. I think they're just really bad at games.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
I think you should get good, as Gary Whitta used to say. Shoot that
Listen,
guy.
Gary Whitta is also a man who begs corporations to give him free stuff, despite the fact that he wrote a Star Wars movie.
I will never forget that I met Gary Whitta, and I asked him to sign a book that I bought with real money I'm sorry for mentioning in the Extra Life chat. I wanted him to sign the book. I'm sorry for teaching the world of dragons fucking cars. And he said, no, I'm not going to write that. Please pick a different thing for me to write in your book. And I just had him write something generic. Then I told Will Smith that joke, and he's like, that's hilarious. I'll talk to him about that because he should have written that down.
Gary Whitta doesn't suck. He's
a very passionate man.
He's a man who loves Apple products, and also he is a man who has been writing for tech long enough that he just thinks he can get free tech.
I actually thought that his PC Gamer old shit was good.
See, now we're going. Now we're playing the video game.
I actually don't really like most of the stuff he wrote.
I
like the Star Wars movie that everyone talks about, but from what I hear is like Gary Whitta was not the reason why that script was good.
I did not watch the Book of Eli.
I don't like the Book of Eli.
Oh. See, now we're just... I've stopped pretending to do full Ghost here.
I just... The one thing that I really like about... Like, the person who made the script for Rogue One was the guy who invented Adobe Flash. Like, or was it Adobe Photoshop?
Here I am being dumb and being like, missing a ladder literally right next to me. Oh, did they find the body? Oh.
Yeah, it's like, I know, I think it bears repeating, but this game had a huge influence on Hitman.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hey, what's up?
How do you see the body? Oh. It's fine. We're gonna stay on the street level. Yeah, the first Hitman was like, what, 2000?
Yeah.
Because Hitman
Agent
2 was a
47.
PS2 game, and Contracts was a PS2 game.
And people forget, but that the Hitman franchise started out as sniper mission after sniper mission.
A lot of Hitman 1 is like very linear, and like you do not get to the game people know until 2. And then Contracts and Blood
I think
Money.
that people forget that like the way that mission structure worked in pre-reboot franchise or trilogy, like I love Blood Money. But Blood Money is a very different game than the new Hitman games.
It is and it isn't.
How so?
I think the fundamental ideas at play are very similar. The difference is that Blood Money is a lot more like it's way more simmy, I think, like way more PC game.
The National Guard are trying to restore the power to the building's elevator. That's probably your best way to the top.
I'll see if I can hitch a ride.
It'll be a long time if you don't.
Anyway, anytime I've tried to play Hitman, Blood Money, anytime I've played to play Blood Money or like pre-2016 Hitman, it's just been like, oh, this is the big difference between Hitman 2016 and Hitman Blood Money is feedback. Because Hitman 2016 and that trilogy gives you constant feedback.
What's the status
Yeah.
on that elevator.
I'll have it running in a sec.
We'll speed it up. We need to get some more equipment up to the roof.
I'm going as fast as I
Oh
can.
man, I'm reading this Game Rant article and it's titled Borderlands 3 gets new shift codes for Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving is nearly here, and to celebrate, Gearbox
Gotta
releases
keep
a
my
new
eyes wide
shift
open.
code to be redeemed in Borderlands 3 for gold keys this week. Raiden.
Yeah?
If we jump on the Borderlands 3 train, we can get
Like,
free
you
codes.
joke, but I'm sure playing Borderlands 3 would be a totally decent time. I just do not care.
I like how that's the line that you and Jeff unite against whenever I want to play a game.
Because I
That's
don't
the game
think
that you-
Borderlands is an interesting game to cover.
Yeah, we can talk about Tiny Tina. We can talk about Claptrap. We can talk
Oh, yeah, you hear the news about Amazon getting close to a deal for a Mass Effect series. Yeah.
You could definitely make a Mass Effect game. I have always said an animated series called Mass Effect CSEC, and it follows the life and times of CSEC officers, would be a cool procedural drama. In fact, I'd play that as a game. You don't need to make Mass Effect this massive, huge world. It can be just a fully realized adventure using dialogue choices and options with, just bursts of combat.
I think the joke I was thinking of making is very specifically like
What if instead of a human pork and aliens, you were an alien pork and humans? Let me play as a Turian, you cowards. Lizard dick. Did I go too far?
no.
I mean, hell yeah, fuck space cops, but yeah.
I think the thing I would say about Mass Effect specifically is just like Mass Effect as a series is already pretty comparable to like a sci-fi TV show, like
Yeah.
a game with a sci-fi television series level of budget. Anyway, I feel pretty good about making my way through that room. And I think at some point you get to the recursive influence problem, which is Mass Effect is
But Brayden, do you want to know what is going to release next year?
what?
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the action role-playing adventure game in which you control Tiny Tina. Go through a series of procedurally generated loot-based system dungeons and explore.
Know what other
the
game
world
is
the
coming
world of Borderlands
next
through
year?
the perspective of Tiny Tina, a national treasure and one of the icons of the Borderlands franchise, alongside such.
Do you
strong
actually like
characters
Tiny
as-
Tina, or is this a gag?
Tiny Tina is a national treasure and one of the funniest characters ever made
Okay.
in the Borderlands franchise.
Ashley Birch
There
is a
was
treasure.
Claptrap and Handsome Jack. Handsome Jack is actually a big character.
Like, I like Handsome Jack in the Tales from the Borderlands. Like, I appreciated the ability to tell him to fuck off every opportunity I had as Reese.
I like it when you fuck up his face.
And then he betrays you, surprise, even if you were buds with him. And it's like, yeah, you... Oh yeah, no. Don't let her brother write games. Oh. See, one of the advantages of there being a helicopter nearby is I can just go whoop. But yes, recursive influence problem is at some point a Mass Effect TV series is just every sci-fi television series. Like, what makes Mass Effect unique is that it was doing that in a video game. Anyway, I could have sneaked past all those guys, but instead I choked them all out, because that's how I play stealth games.
Fisher, satellite shows you've reached the Casey's building. County Clerk's office has construction permits on file for the floors below the penthouse and in the neighboring structure.
Any plans or blueprints on file?
You know,
I'll have Grim look into it.
Borderlands
With this
franchise has
blackout.
such
I
iconic
understand. Let's
characters
see if I can
such
dig
as
up some plans down there.
Good
Mordecai,
idea. Fisher, that's a hired gun if I've ever seen one.
He's
Rick.
no night watchman either. He's a merc. He's got the same
And-
kid as the guys who were protecting the Serta.
This whole situation is
Fucking-
getting uglier by the second. See if you can find out.
Lilith.
Oh, you mean Kate Blanchett?
And
You ever think about how Kate Blanchett is playing Lilith? I mean, listen, the woman is not above a paycheck. Who is not? Who among us?
sounds like people really like that League of Legends animated television
I hear
show.
good things, which
I'm
surprises
still
me.
not gonna watch it. I'm just not gonna watch it because I just don't want to get emotionally. and
Philosophically,
personally invested in League of Legends.
I am opposed to Arcane.
Yeah. I'm not-
As
I'm
a recovered League of Legends player.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on that.
Anyway,
Fisher, satellite shows you've reached the Casey's building. County Clerk's office has construction permits on file for the floors below the penthouse and in the neighboring structure.
Any plans? Or
yeah,
blueprints on
I
file?
so
I'll have Grim look into it. With this blackout.
I understand. I'll see if can
I
dig up
told
some plans
someone
here.
if they played Mars Warlogs for this month's Game of the Month Club, I would watch the Dota anime, so now I'm on the hook to watch the Dota anime. It's unfortunate.
Better that way.
Because the Dota anime seems poor.
Fisher,
Although,
that's
still
a
better
hired
than the,
gun if I've ever seen one.
He's no night watchman either. He's a merc. He's got the same kid as the guys who were protecting the
Hey,
Serta.
Braden,
This
what
whole
if we start a
situation is getting
spin-off
uglier by
series
the
in which we
second.
watch bad
See if you
anime
can find out who these
adaptations
characters
of
No.
video games?
Will do.
Because bad anime adaptations of video games are soulless and
What are you
boring.
doing down here?
What if we watch
Tower of Jiraga.
Off to a bad start. Talk.
How did I know you were gonna say that?
Okay. We're
What
on
if we
VIP
watch all of the
protection.
Pokemon
This
movies?
floor.
Does the architect or engineer keep an office or a desk?
Yeah.
Since you're
Hey, but
This
that
place,
would also mean we
that's
get
Doug
to do a
Shedlin's
podcast
company.
series about
know.
Steins Gate.
Fisher, if Shedlin
robotics
turns out to
node.
be crooked,
If
Oh,
Shedlin
see,
is
once we
crooked,
get
I'll
into
take him down myself.
anime based on visual novels, that's a different story.
see if you can find out
And there's
who
still a
owns
lot of
protection.
bad animes based on
Someone inside
visual
this place
novels.
playing both sides.
The devil. What is it? The Shin Megami Tensei anime.
Oh, you mean the Persona 3
fucking
anime that isn't Persona
bad.
3 the animation?
Oh, they made that Persona 3 anime that's technically non-canonical.
Trinity Soul, who could forget?
Yeah, fucking yeah.
It's bad.
And they made all of those OVA movies for Persona 3. They made like 4 goddamn movies.
Yeah, they turned Persona 4 into four movies, which is, I feel like,
Nothing here but
What
just
about
enough.
the Monster Rancher anime, man? That's some good shit.
What about the Tales of Zestiria anime that is done by Ufotable, so it just looks like the intro to that game, but not as expensive?
What about the Devil May Cry anime?
No. The Bayonetta anime.
Yeah. Rage of Bahamut, Genesis.
See, the other dark thing that comes out of that
Unbrave.
is
Oh,
very...
this is how I make us talk about Hyperdimension Neptunia. Because they made an animation adaptation of Hyperdimension Neptunia.
Of course they did. So, just to remind you...
Steve listens to talk about Corpse Party. I get you guys to talk about Corpse Party.
All I know about Corpse Party is that it's one of those games that was like passed around in a fan translation format before it officially got the PSP translation, and it's
everyone
not
realized
good.
Bad.
It's one of those things where it literally...
Aiden, this is when we get to talk about your favorite waifu and idol master.
I don't even know who... See, the only thing... Okay. No, the thing I was thinking of is Love Live. It's not even Idolmaster. Because I was like...
It's a different waifu fandom.
Listen, man, I'm alone in this world. I'm gonna...
They made a Tales of Zestiria anime.
I know. It's done by Ufotable, the same people who do the,
Oh, is this how we do a podcast series about Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works?
No. I am not going to... The day we... Here's the thing. Fate is bad.
No. No, it's not. You take that back.
Okay. I have a genuine love and affection for Fate Zero. And I think the other Fate stuff is... The other Fate anime I have seen is enjoyable trash for the most part.
People die when they are dead.
People die when they are killed. A thing... It makes sense in the original Japanese.
Heaven's Feel Part 1.
I need to see the Heaven's
Part
Feel
2,
movies.
Heaven's Feel Part 3.
I need to see the Heaven's Feel movies.
And
Genuinely.
then a spin-off manga and anime series that shall go unnamed. That's just lolly porn.
Oh, yes. You mean,
We don't mention it.
Kaleid Linner Prisma Ilia?
No, we don't talk about that one.
10... 67, 10, 40.
If you meet people who say they watch Fate, Kaleid, Linear Prisma for the plot, you don't make eye contact and you walk away. Firmly, but strongly, walk away from those people.
I'm no architect, but if I'm
They're
reading
not
these
to be
plans
trusted.
right, both buildings are connected across the rooftop.
What, you
I'll leave
don't
relevant
like
data on your OPSAT. Should help you navigate.
creepy lolly shit and like Yuri? Well,
People who get their powers by sexually molesting each other when they're
Yep.
minors. I mean, at least that show is very open about the fact that, you know, you gotta get your fucking
If it's an
powers
infrared
by
beam, I can see it in my night vision.
sex time.
Exactly.
But then
And
they
listen,
did it with little
it would help us keep
kids.
tabs on Zerkazy if we could use these cameras against him.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
don't.
I'll try and run some tests.
Hey, I think people forgot this part. I hate to break this to you. Fate Stay Night started out as an eroge hentai game where it was very explicit about the fact that in order to get your powers from your fucking doppelganger, you needed them to fuck you or you needed to fuck them.
that's how you... Well, yeah, how else are you going to transfer mana?
That's how you
From your
transferred mana
quest.
in the original. Shiro was fucking Saber. Like, I hate to break this to you guys.
Fisher, looks like Zerkazy has
Yeah,
restored
but here's the
mag vault
thing.
on a remote switch.
I'm getting flashbacks to your Sadeki streams, AW. Vote to change
Where would I
topic.
find
Okay,
that?
It's probably
We'll
in that
stop.
panic room he keeps hidden behind his bedroom.
we'll stop.
The only thing I'll say about Fate Stay Night is it still amazes me that they continue to fuck up making a fighting game, even though that entire franchise seems like it is.
Hey, man,
destined
Sabers
to
and
be a
Melty
fighting
Blood.
game.
Sabers in the new Melty Blood. But yeah, no, Fate's bad. Watch Fate Zero. And then Unlimited Blade Works if you want to have goofs. And then stop.
There's 2 Unlimited Blade Works though. There's the movie,
Not the
and then
movie.
there's the 26 episode plus 1
The
OVA.
anything Ufotable is involved with is at least watchable.
Well, if you want to change the topic, let's talk about Borderlands. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we can talk about Let's see. We've talked about the game we're playing for the podcast.
Oh yeah.
We talked about
We haven't talked about what the plan is for tomorrow.
Oh yeah. I'm planning on tomorrow.
Did you see that Jacob 187 published a blog on the site, and it's like,
What?
hey guys, I hope you're all doing well.
That's good.
It's happened to me since the last time I posted. I hope you're all happy. Bye.
That's nice.
Ooh, I remember when that guy was making the yearly Black Friday red deal things.
I'm very good at this game.
I wonder what GTX Force's favorite game of the year is gonna be. It's a big mystery.
I think my favorite game of the year is still Wrath of the Righteous.
Yeah. Got it.
How far did you get in that? Because you said you were playing as the Azada path.
Yes. I'm almost done.
Okay, so are you in Act? Have you returned to the material plane?
I have. That is exactly where I am.
Okay, then yeah, you have like 10 hours left.
Okay. I like the game. I feel like that path is not as interesting as I thought it would be.
Oh, that's disappointing. You're not a big fan of the fairy dragon?
I wish that it was. I wish that the build up to this path was a lot more interesting than. I have to see how it ends. But.
Because yeah, I felt pretty sad. I did Trickster.
Okay.
So.
I just feel like it's a little goofy, and I like that. But it doesn't go as far enough as what I have seen of when you were Trickster.
Yep.
I'm kind of jealous of that.
Oh, Trickster Path, you're straight up like...
You're basically a goofball.
Yeah. And like everyone... There's at one point where everyone's just like, yeah, so... mild spoilers, but you get the opportunity to reject your path and pick Legend, the path of the Legend, basically, which is the you lose all of your special abilities, but you get to go up to level 40, which is ridiculous. And everyone's like, "No, you've gone insane." At first, it was like, "Oh, you're like having a fun time."
I will say I did Azada. I think my only thing is that I hear everyone say they think it's the best path, and I heard that over and over again. And it's definitely a better choice than say Legend or Angel or Devil, which I think are just
I'll keep my eyes
exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like it's good. Chaotic is something that I've seen before, and there's some nice stuff here and there. But you really need to like Aizu as a companion.
Okay.
If you want to go this route, because you get a lot of Aizu. I will say that as a mythic path, like mechanically, it's good. Azada is a lot of fun in terms of the mechanics. But there are reasons why I would say it's probably one of the slower paths.
Okay.
That's the problem that I have.
I feel like the main quest is definitely at least a little...
Where is he?
According to this, the building next door.
Aimed around the angel path specifically, or the demon path.
How do I get through the doors?
They're not
But
magnetically locked anymore.
Thanks for the help.
some of them seem pretty good.
I think that's part of the problem with from what I hear, Azada, Demon, and Aeon are the longest. There's a lot of lore.
Yeah.
And definitely, from what I hear, the Swarm that walks is the shortest because there's literally you lose. So much
lose all of your party members.
Long time. Before this place. Before Bosnia.
And I don't know. I'm glad they put it in there, but also like playing Pathfinder without companions sounds like the absolute.
But what if you just I think lit. So I looked it up because they did keep statistics on what everyone's picked for their path, and unsurprisingly, number 1 is Angel, but number 2 is Lich.
What? I mean, it's nice to raise bosses and minions, and it's got strong mechanics, but it's not an interesting concept in terms of the story because you're just you're hard locking yourself towards the chaos side of the story, and I just find some of the good. This is the one thing about Azada that's good is that it strikes a balance between chaotic and good, and so you can kind of keep most of your party members, which is part of the reason why it's a little bit on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Like Lich literally down to what? How many companions on that pathway?
Oh,
and then you're relying a lot on just summoning of the former bosses that you've killed. It's this is the thing that I think people forget is like, this is the reason why if people say that they like Legend, you just
you just like being a munchkin.
They're boring people. They're boring people.
You like being a munchkin.
I mean, I don't even like Angel.
Well, yeah, because Angel is the boring vanilla path for boring people.
I mean, at least go with Gold Dragon, for fuck's sakes. But I guess some people don't want to be a dragon.
I think mechanically, all of them have, like, very fun little weird abilities. I have no problems with that.
Yeah, Blade of Creation, wow, imagine your BAB at level 40.
So, obviously, you can still only put 20 into one class, but yeah, you can do some busted, but you lose all of your mythic abilities. And some of those are actually, like, oh, there was a guy there. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here. I don't know if I'm going to play more of this on stream. I think I'll play it on my own time, if nothing else. But yeah. Don't play more of Time Gate Night Chase.
Okay.
And in exchange, I will. Oh, what of Siren Blood Curse?
Yeah, you should play more Siren Blood Curse.
I might play more of that.
Well, would that trump Mars Warlogs as the worst game you finished this year?
Maybe. I don't know. It depends.
I'm gonna play that Edgar Allan Poe game tomorrow.
Okay. That's okay.
It's a fucking nightmare game. Yeah. That game was bad. Time Gate is bad. But maybe not as bad as Atlantis or fucking Round God.
Someone recommend Inquisitor so we can play Inquisitor so I can roast Inquisitor. That game's a bummer.
Alright. Well, I'll see you.
Alright, have a good one. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
I'll prep.
Oh, yeah, right. See you tomorrow.